Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center. Providing you the most exclusive news updates from all over the province. This is the 12 o'clock news break. For the local scene, Albay government to revitalize price coordinating council following commodity price hike after tropical storm Kristel. Essential commodities following the tropical storm Kristel. The Albay provincial government of Albay will reactivate the Albay Price Coordinating Council. The council has also directed each local government unit to activate its local price coordinating council to ensure the regular monitoring of prices for essential and basic commodities. According to acting Albay Governor Bibi Glenda Ongbongao, ang main takeaway natin dito ay pagpapaigting ng Local Price Coordinating Council, continued monitoring can prices, tapos sa regular inventory, the governor stated. Meanwhile, after the province declared a state of calamity due to tropical storm Kristel, DTI Albay Provincial Director Noel Bunao reported that their office promptly issued an order to all businesses for the automatic implementation of the price freeze under the Price Control Act. And in other news, Albay government to prioritize livelihood program interventions in recovery, rehabilitation plan for tropical storm Kristel. In the aftermath of tropical storm Kristel, the Albay provincial government has designated livelihood program initiatives as a key objective in the Albay recovery and rehabilitation plan. This was confirmed by acting Albay Governor Bibi Glenda Ongbongao during a situation briefing with President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. held in Naga City, Camarines Sur. Governor Ongbongao emphasized that this plan is crucial for families whose homes were completely or severely damaged, based on assessments conducted by the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office. In a recent courtesy visit from the Philippine Disaster Resilience Foundation, a private sector coordinator for disaster risk and reduction management, discussions were held on potential early recovery interventions, including agricultural livelihood programs in partnership with stakeholders and private sector. And in the national scene, PBBM declares November 4 as Day of National Mourning. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has issued Proclamation 728 declaring November 4 as a day of national mourning for those who perished due to the onslaught brought by severe tropical storm Kristel. In accordance with Republic Act 8941 and following the issuance of Proclamation 728, the national flag shall be flown at half-mast from sunrise to sunset on all government buildings and installation across the country and abroad today. The proclamation was issued in solidarity with the bereaved families and loved ones of those who perished due to the devastation brought by severe tropical storm Kristel. The entire nation is requested to offer prayers for the eternal repose of the soul of the victims. And in another story, BI recorded 12% increase in international travelers during Undas. In observance of All Saints and All Souls Day, the Bureau of Immigration recorded a 12% increase in international travel. The BI recorded on October 31, 2024, a 41,078 arrivals and 43,341 departures across the country, wherein the Ninoy Aquino International Airport or NAIA Terminal 1 and 3 processed 33,233 arrivals and 36,161 departures on November 1. And on November 1, BI recorded similar international traffic with 42,858 arrivals and 40,261 departures, while NAIA Terminal 1 and 3 recorded 34,067 arrivals and 32,812 departures. In 2023, the BI reported that it processed 167,538 passengers on October 21 and November 1. More than 149,257 recorded passengers. In order to maintain smooth travel, BI implemented rapid response and augmentation teams to provide more manpower during the peak season. BI also encouraged travelers to use the electronic gates at the arrivals areas to expedite entry and exit in a bid to reduce queuing times. And in another news, over 273,000 passengers seen in ports nationwide on All Souls Day. According to the Philippine Coast Guard, over 273,000 passengers arrived in ports across the country during the All Souls Day. PCG recorded over 273,695 passengers, in which most of the destinations of travelers are to their provinces. There were recorded 141,689 departures and 129,006 arrivals. In order to brace the increase of passengers across the country, the PCG deployed 4,100 frontline personnel in 15 Coast Guard districts, stations and substations, in which the personnel inspected 2,022 vessels and 2,229 motor bangkas. Aside from this, the Philippine National Police deployed 31,900 policemen nationwide to ensure safety and give assistance to the public. And in another news, over 1.1 billion aid to the affected families by recent typhoons. The government has recorded monetary value over 1.1 billion to the affected families by widespread flooding and landslide brought by the recent typhoon Christine and Leon. According to the Presidential Communications Office, the assistance came from the Department of Social Welfare and Development through the distribution of family food packs, the Office of the Civil Defense, local government units, and non-government organizations. In addition, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, Multinational Coordinating Center, and the Civil Military Coordinating Center conducted 58 humanitarian sorties in coordination with ASEAN countries in Naga City, Bicol, and Batangas. The National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council and the Department of Public Works and Highways continuously conducting clearing operations to the affected areas by the severe tropical storm Christine and Typhoon Leon. And for the news outside the country, more than 213 people are dead and 2,000 are remain trapped due to the flash flooding in Spain. After the deadly flooding in Spain's Valencia region, the death toll has risen to 213 and over 2,000 are remain trapped, as well as many more are missing. The majority of those deaths happened in the eastern region of Valencia, and local media have labeled Porta the ground zero of the floods. According to the Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, they have deployed 4,800 rescues, which has already carried out more than 30,000 survivors in flooded homes, roads, and industrial estates. 6 days have passed since the tsunami-like flood swept through the southern outskirts of Valencia City, which covered many communities in thick mud. The search, rescue efforts, and aid distribution continues for the hunt of missing and trapped individuals. Aside from the human tragedy, the infrastructure damage in the Spain are severe. The rail lines, bridges, tunnels, and parts of the major highway are destroyed. And in another news, 29 children in Nigeria may be faced the death penalty for protesting against cost of living crisis. 29 Nigerian children range in age from 14 to 17 years old may be sentenced to death after they were arraigned for participating in a protest against the cost of living crisis. According to the charge sheet seen by the Associated Press, a total of 76 protesters were charged with 10 felony counts, including treason, destruction of property, public disturbance, and mutiny. Private lawyer based in Abuja said that the Child Rights Act does not allow any child to be subject to criminal proceedings and sentenced to death. Therefore, taking minors before a federal high court is wrong, except if the government is able to prove that the children are all above 19 years. In a report from the United Nations Food Concern, Nigeria is one of the 22 countries that classified as very high concern, as large number of people that are facing critical levels of acute food insecurity in the West African country. And that ends our news break for today, November 4, 2024. We'll be back tomorrow for news updates. Thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer, Arajoy Espiritu. And on the technical side, Richard Bobis. This has been your anchor, Kristel Abad. Thank you for subscribing.